So the Butler Bulldogs played their first NCAA tournament game in 2 years yesterday against the Texas Longhorns in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Consol Energy Center to be exact. That is where my favorite hockey team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, play. Butler wins the game 56-48. It was a round of 64 game, what the NCAA considers the second round. So they got the win. Very proud of the way the team played. There were some spurts in this game where I was a little bit concerned because the shots weren't falling, but I was happy when Texas wasn't able to convert. Butler went about 11 and a half minutes without a field goal from the end of the first half to the first half of the second half, and yet Texas couldn't take advantage of it. Texas was very inconsistent. They weren't able to convert a bunch of scoring opportunities. I didn't think Texas played a very smart basketball game because with the size that they had, they needed to pound the ball down on Butler, who doesn't have a lot of size, and they didn't do that. They just took a lot of jump shots, and Butler was just the tougher team, was more aggressive, and Butler looked like they wanted to win more than Texas. Butler took a 26-24 lead in at halftime, and then finally they had an 11-point lead early in the first half, and then the second half Texas came out to a lead. I think the biggest lead they got was 2 in this game, actually, yeah. So, I mean, they had their chances, but they just couldn't do it, and Butler hit some big shots there at the very end to give themselves the win, 56-48. In this game, Roosevelt Jones, he got injured in this game. They're talking that he had a sprained knee, but hopefully he's going to be able to play against Notre Dame tomorrow. But Roosevelt Jones had 6 points on 3 of 10 shooting. He was driving to the basket, but he was either getting swatted or missing a lot of those buckets. He did have 4 assists in this game. Cameron Woods had 9 points on 2 of 3 shooting. He added 9 rebounds. For once, he didn't have any offensive boards. Andrew Travis had 7 points on 2 of 10 shooting. He really struggled from the field. 5 rebounds from him and 3 assists. Alex Barlow had 7 points on 1 of 6 shooting. He was 1 of 5 behind the 3-point line. He actually added 8 rebounds and 2 steals. And Kellen Dunham had 20 points on 5 of 14 shooting. Really struggled in the first half, trying to find his range early in the second half. 2 of 7 from 3-point range, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And only 2 guys came off the bench for Butler. Tyler Weidman played 7 minutes. He took no shots in this game for 0 points. He did come up with a steal and a block. And then we had Keelan Martin came in and played 15 minutes. He got 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. For the game, Butler shot terribly. 16 of 48 for 33.3%. Texas wasn't much better, really. 17 of 50 for 34%. 3-point field goals, Butler was 4 of 13 for 30.8%. Texas was 6 of 19 for 31.6%. Free throws, this made the difference here. Butler got to the line for 28 foul shots. They were 20 of 28 for 71.4%. Texas only got 12 free throws in this game. They were 8 of 12 for 66.7%. Rebounds, Butler actually got beat in this category, and it wasn't even close. Texas out-rebounded them 41-28. They had 12 offensive boards to our 5. Assists, Butler had 11, Texas had 7. We had 5 steals to their 4, and we only had 5 turnovers in this game while Texas had 15. We also only had 13 fouls in this game. Texas had 22, and that's why we were at the free throw line so much. Points off turnovers, 16-6 in Butler's favor. Second chance points, 9-2 in Texas's favor. Points in the paint was tied at 20 apiece. Bench points, 12-7 in Texas's favor. Largest lead of the game was only 2 for Texas, but it was 11 for Butler. And like I said, that was in the first half for Butler, 5:19 to go in the first half, but they blew that, and Texas cut it down to 2 heading into halftime. 2 ties in this game, 6 lead changes, but overall it was Butler. So we get the win here. We improved to 23-10 on the season, and we have to play Notre Dame tomorrow in the round of 32. We get the late game, the last game of the day. We're going to need all that time we can to prepare for them because they're a great opponent. I know they didn't play Northeastern very well yesterday, but they've got so many great players on that team. They've got guys that can jack up threes. Pat Connaughton, he's the big 3-point shooter for them. And then you got Zach August down low, who really can take control of a game. And they definitely have a bunch of other guys, Jerry and Grant, who I think is their best player, and a lot of people would agree. He can do whatever they need him to do. He's a driver. He can hit threes. He can do whatever. So a lot of guys we're going to have to cover. This is definitely a better team than Texas was. So they're the 3 seed, and they earned it for a reason. They're just a great team, 30-5 overall. And I'm kind of glad that we get to play them, because Notre Dame is a team that plays in the Crossroads Classic along with us, Indiana and Purdue, and we never get to play them. We always either play Indiana or Purdue, and same for them. They don't get to play us. They always play Indiana or Purdue because of the fact that we rotate the matchups. Indiana can't play Purdue for the fact that they're in the Big Ten together, so we don't ever get a matchup with Notre Dame, but now we're going to. So hopefully, I heard the other day we haven't lost to Notre Dame since 1989. Now, we don't play every year, but we've had several games since '89. So hopefully we can keep that streak alive and get the win. It would definitely be a huge win. And another stat that I'm really proud of, Butler has never lost an NCAA tournament game where they are the higher seed. So Butler has never been upset in the tournament, but Butler has been the one to cause a lot of upsets and cause people to ruin a bunch of brackets. So. But anyway, like I said, once again, Butler wins this game 56-48 over Texas. Thanks for watching, guys, and you have a good one.